Have you ever paused to consider the intricate web of historical events that led to the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict? A series of decisions, actions, and reactions that have spanned over a century have shaped the course of history and continue to affect millions of lives today. Let's peel back the layers of time and understand the progression of events. The roots of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict trace back to the late 19th century. The pivotal point came in 1947 when the United Nations adopted Resolution 181, the Partition Plan, seeking to divide the British Mandate of Palestine into Arab and Jewish states. The creation of the State of Israel in 1948 ignited the First Arab-Israeli War. The war ended with Israel's victory in 1949, but it displaced 750,000 Palestinians and divided the territory into three parts: the State of Israel, the West Bank, and the Gaza Strip. Tensions in the region escalated over the years, particularly between Israel and Egypt, Jordan, and Syria. The 1956 Suez Crisis and Israel's invasion of the Sinai Peninsula led to these nations signing mutual defense pacts. In June 1967, Israel preemptively attacked Egyptian and Syrian air forces, initiating the Six-Day War. Israel expanded its territorial control over the Sinai Peninsula, Gaza Strip, West Bank, East Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights. 6 years later, the Yom Kippur War erupted when Egypt and Syria launched a surprise two-front attack on Israel. The conflict did not lead to significant territorial gains, but it paved the way for negotiations over previously ceded territory. In 1979, the Camp David Accords marked a significant milestone, ending the 30-year conflict between Egypt and Israel. However, the issue of Palestinian self-determination remained unresolved. The First Intifada in 1987 saw Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza Strip rise against the Israeli government. The Oslo I Accords in 1993 and the Oslo II Accords in 1995 attempted to mediate the situation, setting up a framework for Palestinian self-governance and mandating the complete withdrawal of Israel from 6 cities. Fast forward to October 2023, and we find ourselves in the midst of another violent conflict. This time, the clashes between Israel and Hamas, the Islamist group controlling Gaza since 2006. The conflict began with Hamas launching rocket attacks and storming southern Israeli cities, killing and injuring hundreds. Israel quickly retaliated, and the Israeli cabinet declared war against Hamas. The Israeli Defense Forces were directed to carry out a complete siege of Gaza. As the conflict continues, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza deepens, with the region running out of water, fuel, and supplies due to an Israeli aid blockade. This complex saga is not just a series of isolated events. It is a continuum of actions and reactions, decisions and consequences that have shaped and continue to shape the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. Each event is a thread woven into the fabric of history, unraveling as we speak. As we seek to understand the present, we must remember to look back at the past, for it holds the keys to our future. The Israel-Hamas conflict is an emblematic example of this truth.